Hey, come here, I've got a secret for you. It's this super big mystery, one that every single person, I mean everyone, even you, carries around. So, what do you say? You want to help me solve it? Okay, so here's the first clue. What's the heaviest thing you've ever carried, but nobody could see it? I'll give you a hint. It's not your backpack, even when it's stuffed with books. And it's not a giant box of toys. Nope. This is something invisible, something you can carry right in your pocket, even when your pocket looks totally, completely empty. You know, sometimes we just pick things up, not things we can see, but these invisible things. And man, can they feel heavy, like super, super heavy. Let's give them a name, okay? We'll call them heavy rocks. And today, we're going to be detectives and figure out exactly where these heavy rocks come from. All right, to really get what a heavy rock feels like, I've got a story for you. This one's about a boy, a little lie, and, you guessed it, one very, very heavy rock.
Okay, so meet Sam. It's late one night, the whole house is asleep, shh, and Sam hears something. It's the chocolate chip cookies on the counter, and they're whispering his name, Sam, Sam. So what does he do? He tiptoes into the kitchen, grabs one cookie, oh, and then another one, why not? But as he's turning to sneak back to his room, bam, crash. Oh no, the milk goes everywhere. He totally panics and zooms right back to his bed to hide under the covers.
So the next morning, his dad comes into the kitchen and sees the big mess. He asks Sam, "Hey buddy, do you know what happened here?" And right away, Sam gets this yucky feeling in his tummy. You know that feeling? Kind of like butterflies, but they're cold and fluttery and just weird. He knew exactly what happened, but oh boy, he did not want to get in trouble.
So he took a deep breath, and he said it. I think the cat did it.
And right when those words popped out of his mouth, clunk. Just like that, something invisible but oh so heavy dropped right into his pocket. Yep, it was his very first heavy rock. Now, Sam couldn't see this rock, right? But he could feel it, for sure. It was like his pants were always about to fall down. And when he went to play soccer, he felt so slow, like he was running in pudding. Even when his friend told a super funny joke, his laugh felt stuck. Like his chest was all tight. That one little lie turned into this big, heavy thing he had to drag around all day. Oof, that sounds awful, right? But wait, does it always have to be so heavy? What happens if you just don't pick up a heavy rock in the first place? Well, let's find out. Our next story is totally different. It's the story of the golden light. Okay, picture this. A long, long time ago, there was this woodcutter. He didn't have much money, but he was super, super honest. One afternoon, he's chopping wood by a river, swinging his axe, and, oh no, it slips. Kaplunk right into the river. And this was his only axe. He was so bummed out. But then, something amazing happened. The water started to fizz and bubble, and poof, a magical spirit rose out of the river. Whoa! First, she holds up this incredible axe made of pure, shiny gold. Then she pulls out another one made of sparkly silver. And finally, she holds up the woodcutter's old, kind of rusty, regular iron axe. Okay, so check this out. The woodcutter sees that gold axe, and for a second, he's thinking, whoa, I could be rich. I could buy a castle. But when the spirit asks him, is this yours? He shakes his head and tells the truth. Nope, that's not mine. Same thing with the silver one. But then, when she holds up his plain old axe, his face lights up and he yells, yes, yes, that one's mine. The spirit just smiled this big, magical smile. She said, you know, it would have been so easy to lie and take the gold one. But you told the truth. And because of that, your heart is lighter than air. And guess what? As a reward for being so honest, she let him keep all 3 axes. How cool is that? So, get this. The woodcutter is walking home carrying 3 axes, which should be super heavy, right? But he didn't feel heavy at all. He felt like he was floating, like he was walking on sunshine. And his pockets? Totally, completely empty. Not a single heavy rock in sight. Okay, so we've got Sam with his heavy, yucky rock, and the woodcutter who feels light as a feather. So, what does this have to do with you? Everything. Because it turns out you have a secret superpower. And that superpower is honesty. It's like a magic key that keeps those heavy rocks out of your pockets. You know when a room feels all stuffy and you open a window and whoosh, all this fresh air comes in? That's what telling the truth does for your heart. It just makes everything feel lighter and better. Okay, listen up, because this is maybe the most important part of the whole thing. Think about Sam. If he had just told the truth, what's the worst that would have happened? Maybe he'd have to help clean up the milk. Mopping a floor takes, 5 minutes? But carrying that heavy rock around, that lasted all day. It's so much harder. Telling the truth, even when it's a little scary, is almost always the easier path. For real. All right, enough talking about it. You want to feel the difference, yeah? Okay, let's try a little experiment together, right now. Okay, on your feet, everybody stand up. Now, I want you to pretend you're carrying just the heaviest backpack in the world. It's full of those heavy rocks. Hunch your shoulders way over, make a grumpy face. Feel how heavy that is? Okay, you ready? On the count of 3, we're gonna drop it all. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh! Let it all go. Now, reach for the sky, stretch your fingers as high as they can go, stand up super tall. Doesn't that feel so much better? That awesome light feeling? That is what honesty feels like. Okay, that amazing light feeling, that's something we can actually build with other people. It's time to talk about something really special. I call it the truth bridge. I want you to imagine something. Between you and everyone you love, your mom, your dad, your best friend, there's an invisible bridge. You can't see it, but it's there. And every single time we tell the truth, we add another strong piece of wood to that bridge. So here's how you become a bridge builder. Every truth, even a little one, adds a strong, solid plank to our bridge. It makes it sturdy. But every lie, well, that's like poking a hole in the bridge. A strong bridge lets us trust each other and run back and forth to help each other out. But a bridge with a bunch of holes, it gets all wobbly and scary, and it's really hard to get across. So you see, being honest isn't just about being good. It's about being brave. It means you're a bridge builder. It means you are a warrior of the light. And you know what? Warriors of the light always walk tall, with their heads up, their hearts light, and their pockets completely, totally empty of heavy rocks. So my last question for you is this. As you go on with the rest of your day, think about it. How are you going to be a warrior of the light today? Thanks for helping me solve this amazing mystery, guys.